MrBeast's team has finally responded to the allegations, and it is not looking good. So quick recap, the main allegations towards MrBeast are, number one, manipulating and faking the game show videos to favor certain contestants, such as maybe friends and employees, over others, even when it involves lots of prize money. Number two, allegedly conducting illegal lotteries during his t-shirt signing events. Number three, treating the Feastables chocolate bar more like lottery tickets rather than an actual product, and promoting it as healthy at first and then changing the formula while marketing it towards children. Number four, allegedly being aware of Kris Tyson's very shady behavior towards minors. And number five, having a management disaster in his new Beast Games Amazon show, where several people are claiming that they were injured, denied food and medication, and in general treated very poorly. I actually interviewed some of the contestants who reached out to me after my videos, and they wanted to stay anonymous, but let's just say they were not happy. Now, it turns out a member of MrBeast's team named Chucky messaged me on Twitter claiming to debunk the allegations in Dogpack's video, saying that Dawson was just a salty employee. Now, according to his Twitter bio, Chucky is the co-founder of ViewStats and runs the MrBeast Ideas and Thumbnails team, but it seems like Chucky is also his PR team, considering he's messaging anyone who made videos about MrBeast, trying to get them to swap sides here. So let's check out this tweet that Chucky made, so-called debunking the allegations. I quickly want to debunk some of the info in this video since the guy who made it was on my team. It was my decision to fire him for erratic behavior. He worked at the company for less than a month and wasn't an employee on most of the videos he mentions to have knowledge on. There's so much in his video, and I want to specifically address him, saying that our videos are fake or staged because this is not true and is on set for many of these videos. You would think that Chucky is going to address the 5 main allegations that I laid out at the start of this video, right? Turns out, Chucky starts talking about whether or not a guy winked or if a raccoon is a paid actor or something. Like, all the most insignificant garbage that nobody actually cares about. You won't get in a video unless your family or friends are someone that works at MrBeast. This is a wild statement that can easily be proven wrong. There's probably hundreds or thousands of people who have no affiliation to friends or family of MrBeast employees. Think about the 456 people in Squid Game or ages 1 to 100. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people, lol. Okay, first off, Jimmy obviously knows more than a dozen people. He has like 50 YouTubers friends already, all right? So nice job, Chucky. Already made a mistake. Second, I don't think anybody cares if some of the people in MrBeast videos are random, okay? In fact, it's actually worse that some people are random and some people are employees or friends of MrBeast, because there is video evidence that the MrBeast team favors certain contestants and manipulates the game shows. For example, in the 100 Boys vs. Girls video, MrBeast pays the one guy from the guys team that can solve the Rubik's Cube to actually leave, meaning the girls team would have a way higher chance of winning. So that is literal manipulation of the results. Not to mention some of the contestants work for him, and obviously that will shift the odds in any team-based game if one of MrBeast's employees just randomly leaves, right? Like Mac in that one video. The train track was CGI, the bus wheels are CGI, the pit is fake. He acts like exposing us for using CGI to make backgrounds look cool when we have done multiple public behind-the-scenes videos with So Crispy showing this. It's clearly not a secret. On top of that, we did drive buses in that pit, and same with the train that you claim we didn't. Listen, Chucky, all right? You are dodging all the main accusations of Dogpack's video. You're just addressing the dumb little stuff that nobody cares about. Nobody cares if MrBeast uses CGI in some of his videos, okay? Some of the points in Dawson's video were to build a bigger picture for the more serious accusations. It's the first video on his channel. It's not going to be perfect, all right? You did not address the main allegations like the illegal lotteries, dude. The raccoon was a paid actor. I don't even know what to say about this. Clearly not an actor, lol. Somebody put up the facepalm. Do you know what a joke is, Chucky? This is, okay, this is pathetic. I don't even know what the hell I'm reading. I can see why you're not actually on the PR team, all right? You should have stuck to your job, buddy. Island costs more than $1. Not true. We did pay $1 for this island. You can Google MrBeast purchases Outer Banks Island for $1, which stated this before the video was released. He moved into a mansion 2 months before being in a video, $1 million mansion. He talks about how 2 months before we filmed the first Mac video that he moved into a mansion. Mac was staying at a friend's house, and I'm not sure how that proves anything or why it's relevant. The reason it's relevant is that it completely destroys the narrative that Mac is like a struggling person whose life is going to change once he wins this life-changing MrBeast money, when behind the scenes, Mac was always chilling because he got bajillionaire MrBeast as his buddy who would pretty much do anything for him, right? Not to mention, MrBeast favors Mac over many of the contestants. It's pretty obvious. One of the challenges, Mac literally just got out first on purpose and was awarded a car. Yeah, a car for getting last place, it seems, because obviously beforehand, something must have been scheming. Maybe MrBeast told him, oh, get out first, I'll give you a car. That is likely what happened, because how else is he gonna know, right? This wink was added in post. Bruh, he really did a wink. This is a flat out lie again. Bruh, put the bruh sound effect. Bruh. Imagine having allegations of conducting illegal lotteries, promoting gambling to kids, and all these other horrid things, right? And then you got Chucky on your team who responds with, but did this person really wink? Did they actually close their eyes halfway, or was it real or fake? Dude, way to deflect absolutely everything. Congrats, you made it 10 times worse for MrBeast here. The revenge storyline was added in post. He implies that 42 and 58 were scripted and not real. The contestants themselves have talked about this on streams they did after the video. They legit did not like each other. He also claimed 58 was on the far opposite side and didn't hear him. Just because he was on the other side of the room, you don't think 58 heard him yell? How on earth would he know? Okay, so you're not denying it, and you're not even saying that, oh, they definitively knew. You're basically saying, how would he know? It's called an educated guess. It's called, providing proof and evidence and trying to back it up like that. Unlike what you've done here, you've just been like, trust me, bro. You have provided zero evidence. Sorry for getting heated, man. This is just annoying. You have provided zero evidence for what you've said. Dogpack at least cites portions from the videos he talks about and provides some sort of evidence for his allegations. Meanwhile, you're like, trust me, bro, I worked for MrBeast, it just didn't happen. How on earth can we trust you when MrBeast is paying your salary and you got zero proof for anything? Like, I don't know, bro, a screenshot, a voice recording, like anything, maybe get the people on. I mean, you're part of the MrBeast team. You can make a 1 hour long video. In fact, you guys specialize in making videos, yet you can't make a video responding to this. You don't even have to do it on the main channel, on like a separate channel. He has like 50 channels. Come on one of them, post a response. The only reason you wouldn't is if you're admitting guilt here, all right? And you're responding to a 1 hour long video in a single tweet. That is just not acceptable, and you have to address the major points. Otherwise, people are not going to buy it. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers. He claims our 100 boys versus 100 girls video is scripted, and the proof is a random text saying it is. That's it. It was not scripted. Jimmy probably had countless people on set for that video, and it would have been impossible to hide. The video was not scripted. I was on set for this, and there was no bias for who won. Okay, Chucky, we need to talk. There is no bias for who won? Now you're just lying, and I wasn't even there, and I can tell, because we can see in MrBeast's final edited video that there was bias with the Rubik's Cube thing that I just pointed out. MrBeast even says in the video something along the lines of, I paid the guy who can solve, the Rubik's Cube to leave. That is literally bias. He is favoring the girls team in that clip. Do you have any idea what you're talking about, Chucky? Can you stop glazing him for 1 second and open your eyes, Mr. Chuck? He also implies that the video is fake because we have some employees on each team. The employees in the video were there to fill in for people who tested positive for thing last minute right before filming. Thea, Jimmy's girlfriend, mentioned this on a podcast over a year ago. If it wasn't for sickness, they would have not been in it. They had the same money on the line as everyone else. Some random text of someone thinking it was rigged doesn't mean it's rigged, lol. Okay, so you admit there were employees in the team. It doesn't really matter if you put them there because somebody was sick. It still greatly affects the video by having MrBeast controlled puppets installed into the teams who can rig the competition in their own way, right? Because they work for MrBeast, all right? And in these kind of game shows, it kind of needs to be fair for everybody because there's actually like laws regarding this. So there's clearly some element of rigging the competition because a lot of the employees seem to just randomly leave without actually putting in their full effort, right? And now each team will have unequal active members, which obviously tips the scale of balance, right? He also suggested the real-time video is fake. This is not fake. It was a nightmare to make this video, and it was legit filmed in 10 minutes. Amazing defense. It's not fake, guys. Source? Trust me, bro. Trust me. I was actually there. I actually work for MrBeast. You don't have a source. You have zero evidence. Not even a 5-year-old who believes in Santa is buying that video was real, all right? Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways are fake. We do not fake giveaways. I've been hands-on with some of them and have personally been the person to connect winners with our accounting department to get paid. You also suggested we didn't spend $1 million on Samsung phones, and I can assure you we did. Another lie from you. Okay, so just because you didn't fake some of the giveaways doesn't mean that all of them were legit. Why are there so many people complaining on places like Reddit that they didn't get the stuff they were promised? In fact, listen, I get the fact that some people are sore losers or just salty and, you know, they might be making up stuff to take MrBeast down or something like that. But the amount of people coming out with these accusations is a bit ridiculous. And a lot of the other accusations are backed up by evidence. So I don't know, we're all just supposed to trust you for some reason. I could keep going, but I don't want this to be long. You should have kept going, please. Dawson himself said on Reddit that he was on shrooms and weed when filming this video, which might explain some of the made up stuff. Dawson was only employed from March 25, 2024, and was let go on April 19, 2024. He was on a 90-day trial, and we ended it early and paid him out on June 25. As we guaranteed the 90 days of pay so you could transition into a new job. I'd appreciate it if everyone reading this could help dispel all this fake rumors by spreading this info. Don't worry, Chucky, I'm spreading this info. I read out your entire statement, start to finish. You should be thanking me, Chucky. Jimmy spends unfathomable amounts of money and time to ensure the integrity of what he does, and I hate to see it come into question with a bunch of lies. Dawson, if you leave this up, then you're a hypocrite. No, actually, Chucky, you're just a paid shill for MrBeast, and when I asked you in DMs for clarification regarding these allegations, what did you do? That's right, you didn't even respond. It's been over 2 days. I'm waiting for a response. I gave you a chance to respond, and clearly you had nothing to say about stuff like the illegal lottery because a lot of the stuff is indefensible and has a ton of proof. Now, Dawson actually responds to this tweet with his own debunking of the debunking, so we'll get to that soon, but first, we gotta check out the replies. Fake signatures, fake lotteries, rigging competitions, employee who keeps winning, promoting gambling to kids, changing ingredients in Feastables to make them very unhealthy, and rigging the chocolate factory competition. Being exposed for the hide-and-seek competition and more all had evidence. You responded to the most mindless criticisms and jokes, lol. Couple problems with the statement. First, a lot of your evidence is just, it didn't happen, lol. Trust me, bro. Basically just a he said, she said type of situation. You're all part of the biggest YouTube channel out there. You have a responsibility to be ethical. Exactly. And the reason a lot of people are caring about this is because MrBeast is an influence on 300 million people, all right? He influences an entire generation. All right, and we got to make sure the top guy is clean, okay? Biggest issue is that MrBeast has concocted a business that gets 10-year-old kids addicted to gambling by associating it with dopamine hits coming not only from gambling, but also from chocolate. Okay, so Dogpack or Dawson has responded here, debunking your debunking. Good character assassination attempt. You guys leave out my unpaid trial period and also my time working for Idea Guys, a company for which MrBeast is a client. The founder of Idea Guys also had to get permission from MrBeast to hire me, so weird you guys wouldn't tell him I was erratic. Also, weed and shrooms was an obvious joke. Nah. Chucky is allergic to sarcasm. He only speaks one language, and that's the ancient dialect of MrBeast glazing 24/7. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people. You expect people to believe this? How many people do his employees know? Who was the contestant in Train vs. Pit? How about Lambo vs. Shredder? How did Ava's cousin Justin get into the Chocolate Factory video? Or Della Vlogs? CGI is clearly not a secret. Okay, cool. So when Jimmy was accused of using too much CGI in Train vs. Pit, why did he deny it on Twitter? The raccoon was a paid actor. Bro, you expect people to believe Chris and Chandler were just petting a actual wild raccoon? From your own source in the island, the transfer tax was $1. The company also paid $27 in tax and fees, and you leased it back to the owner, so that's $28. I feel like this is a minor point, but considering Chucky bought it up, I understand why he's refuting this. The wink was added in post. It was. Compare that wink to the contestant's other winks in the other scenes or none of his TikToks. His mouth always partially opens, but that doesn't happen here because in the original footage, it was a blink, altered to match the false revenge narrative. I hate how Dawson has to respond to these absolutely tiny, inconsequential things that Chucky brought up. It's just annoying. Like, we should be focusing on all the major accusations here. Interesting how you didn't mention altering the timers or contestant dialogue in post. I think it's because these are pretty undeniable, honestly. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers. You acknowledge that the contestants were not random subscribers, but refuse to acknowledge the clear rigging, which can be seen multiple times on camera. Please watch Upper Echelon's video analyzing case law regarding this rigging. Also, I've now heard from people on the boys team that they were fed much later than the girls, and the production was clearly favoring the girls. This is a typo. Upper Echelon's video also goes into the alleged illegal lotteries, which he describes as seemingly completely indefensible. You conveniently forgot to address those as well. Now hide my reply, cause you're guilty. Okay, great response by Dawson here. Pretty much completely shut down Chucky. And honestly, the alleged illegal lotteries is really scary for MrBeast because I noticed they seem to be taking down any evidence of those live streams online. It was apparently uploaded on Facebook and has since been taken down as well, which is very suspicious. You know, not making any accusations, but very interesting timing by the Beast team, you know, trying to sweep it under the rug, it seems. Now, we got to talk about the Beast game situation again, because turns out something fishy might be going on. Here's a tweet by Rosanna Pansino, popular YouTuber and one of the contestants in MrBeast's hide-and-seek game. The first MrBeast Beast Games video is being suppressed in every country outside the US on TikTok. Rosanna put out this video saying, "I'm being silenced, #Beast Games."
The first video I made about MrBeast and his Beast Games is being suppressed and restricted on TikTok as of today. I was simply telling one of the contestants' stories who talks about what appears to have been a very dangerous and mismanaged set. The video I posted is now only viewable in the US. It is blocked in every other country. As of right now, someone is trying to silence me. I'll let you guys try and guess who would do something like that. If MrBeast continues to run the show like he has so far, I truly believe something tragic could happen.
Okay, that is extremely weird to say the least. Why is that video being blocked in countries outside the US? I don't know, just sounds pretty sus, alright? Now, Rosanna also posted a video where she claims that someone told her that MrBeast requested Beast Games be non-union.
As I mentioned before, I'm in touch with crew members and people working on Beast Games. I've also been in contact with the people who are the IATSE union, both in Las Vegas, where the first week of shooting happened, as well in Canada, where the next round will be shooting. They are the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, and they represent the people behind the scenes who make TV shows and movies. They have over 168,000 members, and pretty much every large set I've ever been on, it's IATSE crews. A higher up in the industry who I trust more than anything, they said that Jimmy and his team specifically requested that Beast Games be non-union, mainly so Jimmy wouldn't have to pay the crew benefits, but also these unions require very strict safety guidelines. Dear members of IATSE, MrBeast has been deemed an unfair production. As per Section 12 of the Constitution and bylaws, no member of IATSE is permitted to work on this production. No member of local shall work on any job that is declared unfair. He wants to hire union workers, he wants the quality, but he doesn't want to pay for them. In my opinion, and from the stories that I've heard, Jimmy pays very little and did not want to cover people's benefits. Amazon gave Jimmy $100 million to make this game show. That is plenty of money to make a safe show. And I want to know, where's the money going?
Okay, that is a serious accusation because MrBeast always parades around as a very generous person, oftentimes just giving money randomly. So if it came out that he's trying to skirt past like safety rules and pay people less, it would be a massive scandal. But of course, as of now, I can't confirm any of this, but yeah, it's interesting for sure. I think all MrBeast fans need to know about the situation for their own safety if they want to compete in one of these events, and in general, just having complete knowledge about the creators that they're watching, right? So if any news or drama creators who speak different languages are watching, please inform your audiences too about the situation. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the MrBeast PR response and everything else. And stay tuned, there's a lot more to come. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.